Hello and welcome, my beautiful Aquarians. This is CJ, and I am going to do your full moon in Cancer reading. So before I get started, I thought I would tell you a little bit about the full moon. It is the cold moon, also the wolf moon, because the Native American tribes who in the North America were able to hear, obviously, the wolves more clearly as they were out hunting and looking for food, moving their packs through the winter to sustainable places. At the same time, this Cancer moon is about love, releasing, experiencing from the heart, love, nurturing, compassion, but also letting go what does not serve us. So your Cancer intentions in the new moon, sometime in June or July, whether that was summer or winter for you, depending on what hemisphere you're in. That new moon in Cancer, now that we're in the full moon in Cancer, should be a time of releasing, but also the fulfillment of whatever those new intentions were. So you might want to think back as to what that was, what those intentions were. Did those goals, dreams come true? Are you still working on them? But also, it's a good time to take stock as you sit with the full moon energy. If you meditate, if you write notes of what it is that you want to release as you're going forward. I mean, we are in such a time of new beginnings with January, and then the new moon was here, so goals and intentions, and January seems to be the month that we fine tune all those things, right? So with Cancer, it comes around those emotions. It comes around that nurturing, what you need to nurture, maybe what you need to let go of in expectations, things that didn't work out for you, whatever that might be. But as I sit with that, I'll give you a nice little ritual. Bath, if you have a bathtub, or just the ability to sit with some rose quartz and lavender, maybe some rose petals, if you're able to do that. And really, you can put the crystals in the bath. No, do not use selenite. Do not use your moonstone. Even though this represents the moon, it will dissolve in water. So rose quartz is safe. And it's the stone that we're called to at this time. We're going into February, the month of love, Valentine's Day, all of that. In the winter, we tend to couple up anyway, or snuggle up with our pets, friends, family, whomever it might be. So there's quite a bit of love here. Excuse me, still healing from this little cough that I've had. So I like to do the ritual bath, or have like some tea. I'm drinking peppermint tea now, but for the full moon, I might do a floral or a another herbal tea. You can make your own, or you can get some, however you feel. I also like to do a smoke wash, so that I go ahead and burn juniper, rosemary, to release anything that will not serve me, release any energies that are not for my highest good, and then also call in love, nurturing for myself, for my family, for my collective, for my friends. And I'll use, sometimes I use lavender and rose petals in there too. I sort of create my own little incense burn that I put over some charcoal and let that smoke. If I do the ritual itself, I do have some rosemary. I'll stick some rose petals in there. I might also put a stick of lavender in there. And then I go through the house and, spread the smoke everywhere. And after it has smoked, I open the window and say, I release what no longer serves me, right? So it helps me to reset again. With that being said, because sometimes people are like, what do I do with the full moon? I energize water in the full moon, and I will also charge my crystals. So those are some fun full moon things to do to tap into your moon energies, realign yourself. We're going to pull 3 cards from the Moonology deck. I was born on a full moon just after midnight, so it's one of my, I tend to be a little over the top of the full moon. New moon in Leo, confidence is key to your success. Okay, Aquarius, there we go. Yay, good for you. All right, we're going to pull, like I said, 3 cards from Moonology, see what the energies are in this full moon that you're working with. Then I will pull from the Art of Manifestation deck and some tarot to clarify. So what's happened to these energies. Thank you. Emotions are running high on the supermoon. Now this new moon we had that just passed was the supermoon. So it was a supermoon. So if that's something that some things were getting hot and heavy, you know. And those can be like passion, it can be love, it can be, you know, since it was just after the new year, if you were still in the holiday time celebrations. Oh my gosh, we have 3. Full moon in Gemini, full moon eclipse, new moon eclipse. Wow, Aquarius, you have got some serious, your sister sign Gemini is in here. You have some eclipses, you have 2 new moons, 2 full moons, and the super moon. So you have some energies that are extremely powerful right now. I will read to you just the bullet points from each of these moon energies to see. These could be multiple messages for a variety of people because this is general. It will be for your sun, moon, rising sign, and Venus, Aquarius. If it doesn't resonate, you certainly can go check out your other signs to sort of build what energies that you feel you're dealing with at this time. But conclusions are within reach. Since you have confidence and emotions are running high, I'm just wondering whatever this was, whether it's within you or within the group, and whether it was passion or a little bit of, you know, anger or debate, you know, you have these conclusions happening. The answers you need are coming, which definitely speaks to that. And then powerful change with this new moon eclipse. What is going on, Aquarius? You are happening here. Okay, I'm gonna push these aside because there's really 4 messages here as opposed to 3. So if you see this and it's coming into your birthday time, happy birthday. I would sing happy birthday to you, but you would never listen to me again. It's not a good thing. I hope it's wonderful for your solar return, that you have some beautiful plans for yourself to nurture yourself and love yourself as we're coming into this full moon. Also remember, Venus is in retrograde, so if you start any new relationships right now with Mercury going to be in retrograde when this full moon comes, be cautious, double check, make sure you vet this person or really anything that you love. Just, you know, be cautious. Venus is love and abundance, and we all love that, right? But make sure that you protect yourself. Okay, wow, you guys, your cards are like, want to come right out. So this is from the Art of Manifestation Oracle deck. So the oracles are saying, all right, which direction? Course correct. Learning to say no. Okay. I feel like that's happening with those emotions running high. It didn't give me enough cards. Oh, thank you. Jenny Florence. This is her deck, which I use for the moon readings. Don't wobble. Oh, 1 card? Okay. 13 and 31 here. So you might want to look at that. Restore balance. I looked at the bottom of the deck, so we're going to use this. 13 and 31, if you're into numerology, you're looking at mirrored sides of the numbers. You may want to look at 4 and 4. Look at 13, 13, 31, 31. This could be numbers that are important to you. You also have 64 and 46. Wow. Talk about duality, mirrored the other side of the mirror, as above, so below type of thing. Okay. Confidence is the key to success. New moon in Leo. You might be working with a Leo. You might have Leo placements in your sign. You may want to look at something that's coming up in the new moon in Leo, and know that you know who you are, you know what you do, you know what you bring to the table or to a relationship, to a job, to your family. Have confidence in that. The additional energy from Spirit and the universe is you have reached a turning point in your life. Do not be afraid to take the wrong path. When you recognize the learning to be found at every step and in every moment of your journey, you will realize there is no wrong way, only the infinite gain of your personal growth and evolution. You know, and this is what I'm feeling right here. Remember, I was like juggling like this. Which path? Am I taking 46? Am I taking 64? Am I taking 31? Am I taking 13? Like, you're in a duality, a choice. I don't know what the word is. I'm looking for the word. If it comes to me, I'll spit it out. But you're in this moment of decision. What I can say, confidence is the key, right? So confidently walk into whichever direction you choose. Don't think, oh my gosh, I should have done this. Why didn't I do that? You know, this was a mistake. I missed out. But, you know, all those things we do to second guess ourselves, right? But you can never choose the wrong path. You can never choose the wrong path. What is meant for you will always find you, will always come to you. You're going in whatever direction your soul is asking you to go in because of the fact that you have a lesson to learn, you have a gift to give, a gift to receive, whatever it might be. Sometimes it's not fun. It's painful. Sometimes it's the absolute most beautiful thing you've ever done in your life. Regardless, it is always meant for you. So confidently walk into whichever direction you have, because you are obviously dealing with two ways, right? And that's the energy that you'll be working with around the full moon. As you're releasing, maybe you're thinking that, but confidently know that whatever path you chose, that's the path for you. Now, when these emotions are running high, I am going to take a little peek at some of the bullet points for you, since this is, you know, again, general reading for our Aquarius, and it can mean many things to people, but I want to make sure that you have all of the potential energies that this moon is trying to tell you. And attune to the moon, okay? Attune to that supermoon energy in your mind's eye, and know that success is close. I just must trust. Wow. So what was I saying about the direction? That no matter which way you go, you choose, it is the path for you. A resolution to your question is closer than you think. Don't ignore the obvious. Something exciting lies ahead. Make sure you don't blow events out of proportion. Speak to the goddess. Ask for her assistance. Wow. So here you get, the card suggests that the answer to whatever you're asking is writ largely like the silvery full moon set against the velveteen night sky. If you're wondering how successful something is going to be, such as a job or relationship, the answer is very. To use common parlance, the answer to your question may well be that it's under your nose. This card is about being larger than life, being special and bursting with energy that can tune into and work with. You can expect plenty of good things and a positive outcome when this card comes up. So, you know, this is that moment when you get the first call, or you make that choice and you go and you have synchronicity. Something comes up and you're like, oh my gosh, this is the best thing ever. I'm so looking forward to this. I knew this was the right way. You're feeling that emotion before it even comes to you. That's pretty powerful. That's really powerful. Now, with course correct here, if an obstacle or diversion has interrupted your plans, this card is here to assure you that the delay is providential, bringing you an opportunity to pause and reassess in order to fine-tune your direction. Now, this is, here's the card, don't wobble. Okay, so what I want to say is this is where we start second-guessing ourselves, and we're like, oh, gosh, what should I have done? Remember, confidence is the key. Once you choose your direction, the path, it is your path. If something comes up, this is Mercury retrograde coming up to make you think about it. Should I have not? Oh my gosh, maybe there's a delay in something that you expected. Just don't. Hardest thing is to release and let it go. Don't engage in that energy. If you must go back and recheck, let's say you had contracts or agreements or something come in, you will want to take that moment to go back and look at them, but trust that you have chosen the right path. If for whatever reason it doesn't feel right after you've made the decision, by all means go ahead and course correct. But in general, this will be that buyer's remorse, fear of missing out. What should I, could have, would have, what happened? What if I did this? That's what this is. But don't ever go with something that all of a sudden in your gut, you're like, nope, I'm going to go the other way. How many times have we've said yes to a date and then you're like, oh, no, don't want to go. Or you accept an offer and then as you look into the company a little bit more, you're like, you know what, this isn't the right vibe for me. There's no shame in turning around and saying this is not a good fit, right? You save yourself time, you save them time. So if this must happen, do it. But I want to say overall energy, and this will be for a very few, overall energy here is to make sure that you stick with your confidence and stay on course because you have success with the supermoon. The energy here, I want to say, like Leo has come out in his first card, it is fire energy. And I know you're Aquarius, but the energy that I'm feeling here is almost like it's jumping off the table. So it's pretty powerful. If you were to hear me in Capricorn, I couldn't even speak. And so now I'm like jazzed up. And this is peppermint tea. I'm not having any caffeine at this moment. Another energy you're dealing with is the conclusions are within reach and the answers you need are coming. So if you have been in this moment of, oh my gosh, what should I have done? The universe is here with the full moon in Gemini and the full moon eclipse. That you are going to. You might want to check when the eclipses are. There's a few of them this year and the energies of those last up to 6 months. This could also be the last full moon eclipse where some things that may have been released or there may have been a delay in something that you were waiting there. It's about to happen, right? It's coming in. Answers you need are coming. And Gemini, again, remember, Mercury going retrograde. So again, that's Gemini energy. Learn to say no is what they're saying with this, with these answers that are coming in and the conclusions. Saying no is an act of love. When we say a healthy no to an abusive situation, whether this is in response to another person or to ourselves, we are setting limits and establishing healthy boundaries. A healthy no is saying yes to life. Give yourself permission to say no. And this came out, if you recall, all 3 cards. Don't wobble, learning to say no, and course correct. So I really want to say this happens to be with the course correct. For those of you who feel that you are made that decision, chose the path, started to walk down it, and it didn't feel right to you, please feel free to listen to that. Listen to that inner voice that's saying to you, nope, not going to do it. This doesn't work for me, right? Because on the expect powerful change, which is the additional energy here, you then have don't wobble. And don't wobble is more like the which direction, right? Know where you're going. So there's 2 separate little messages that we have going on here. And of course, with general readings, you can pick which one works for you. But the moon cards are aligning with the cards that have come out. Are you having a wobble? Whether a minor or a major one, this is completely understandable. You are facing tough choices, but deep inside yourself, you know what you need to do. This card is here to validate your deeper knowing and the decisions that you are making. As you move forward, your anxiety will ease and you will re-find your balance. And what was the bottom card here? Restore balance. Again, with this powerful change, with the answers that are coming, what you put out into the moon, the supermoon, with these energies that are coming towards you, these ambitions, intentions, and goals. Don't give up on your path. Don't give up on the decision that you made if you feel that it's right for you. For the few that have the learning to say no and don't wobble, also, don't wobble in saying no. You made a choice. It didn't work out for you for whatever reason. And again, the reason, again, what I said is that you can't make a wrong choice. It isn't a wrong choice. Perhaps it was a way for you to identify what works for you and what doesn't work for you. The hardest thing is just continuing along with something because you feel like, well, I made the choice, I'm just going to go with it. I don't want to embarrass myself or put other people out. The better choice is coming from that space of knowing who you are and what works for you. That is strength. That is emotional maturity. That is knowing that you're going to waste time, money, and energy in the long run. So don't wobble if you need to say no. And don't wobble if you've made that choice with your confidence, with these great ambitions of yours, with the supermoon, moving forward in this powerful change. Have confidence. Keep your confidence. Confidence is key to your success, whether it's to say, yep, made a decision, it's not right for me, or, oh my God, I set on this path and now I'm going and things are happening. It's happening so quick and I'm not sure that I can connect to this energy and keep it going, and you start self-sabotaging. Stop. We all do it. Restore that balance to yourself. Have faith, breathe, release. Okay? Nurture yourself. Restore. Remember, this Cancer full moon is about nurturing yourself. It's very intuitive. Think of the Queen of Water or the Queen of Cups, that intuitive, loving, nurturing energy. So while you have put all of this out into the universe over those 6 months from the new moon in Cancer, or maybe at the beginning of this year when you started with all your intentions and things are happening very quickly, take the full moon as a moment. Like I said, take that bath, drink that cup of tea, write down those things you want to release. But remember to love and honor yourself always. Right? I love that don't wobble. I often am in that situation where I'm saying to myself, fire sign, Sagittarius. I vet things because I also have Libra. I want to make sure it's fair and balanced for everybody, but sometimes I react strictly off of my gut and I rely on it. Then the Libra side kicks in and I'm like, wait, did I just, should I, blah, blah, blah. Did I go too fire element on this situation? But I come from a point of now knowing that my reaction in the moment is the proper reaction. How can it not be? It was the appropriate and proper reaction, decision, whatever, for me. Now, it means sometimes I have to do a mea culpa and go back and apologize because I was overly, flammable. Let's put it that way. But I know that, hey, at that moment, that was my authentic self speaking. So, oh my gosh, you guys. Wow. This Six of Wands, this came out in the Capricorn reading too. So if you're a cusp of Capricorn, you may want to look at this, which is really tuning into, if you can see here in the center, there's the heart, the spiritual downloads, the knowing, aligning with self. Okay? Knowing yourself. Right? We're also dealing with the dark and the light here. That's your restoring of the balance. That's your, flip side, as above, so below, with these energies, 13, 31, 46, 64. So, this energy is strong, But you also have, just like we have the course correct, say no and don't wobble, you have these two sides of the coin happening here. And that's what the six of air in this youth, tapping into that adventurous side, you know, being loyal. Now this is the Dreams of Gaia deck, and I will read the archetype for you just so you can get some further information from this. Thank you, Spirit. But it really is loyal. It's adventurous. You know, I feel like it's that adventure that you decided you were going to go on, or, you know, that fitting it's under that supermoon with the emotions and things are happening, and what you put forth is going to come to fruition. Choice. You know, here's the choice again. You guys with these choices, the direction, the path, the wobble, but, you know, you course correct and say no, but no, stay in the direction with the confidence that you made. So ultimately the choice is yours. This, you know, 0 point. 0 point. Conclusions are coming, and the answers that you need are coming to help you make that decision. And those answers may, in this full moon energy, come from yourself. It could come from an odd email. It could come from a family member, any number, synchronicity, whatever. But this tapping into your heart space with this six of air, and also listening for those divine downloads, like really tapping into that full moon energy, your authentic self, your spirit guide prayer, you know, whatever you want to do at that time. Your meditation. I like a bath because it helps me to pause and relax enough so that the messages can come through that I need to hear. Wisdom. You know, expecting that powerful change. Now, another thing, just to, you know, for those of you who are number people, you have 64, you have 46, now you have 10. So 10 is a big number for you. 10 is obviously 1 and 0, and you have the 0 choice here. So I want you to check out 10, 10, 10, 10, actually, or repeating ones when you break those all down. These are, you know, endings and new beginnings. Path, choosing, as above, so below. There's always the flip coin of everything. This is really honing you in to listen, but have confidence once you make a decision to go forward with that decision. Whether it is, I've made a bad decision and need to course correct, or I've made the decision and, you know, people may not be liking it, but I have tapped in, I know, I'm making changes, I'm doing what's right for me, gonna go forward. Without harming anyone, obviously. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for those messages. Yeah, bottom of the deck, desire. What is it that you desire? Which choice, which direction? Ooh, wow, Aquarius, you have got some stuff going on. This full moon is going to be transformational for you. Whichever way you choose, you know, you have the support of the universe here. You have the support of the goddess. Tap into her energy if you really need to, and ask for those downloads so you can make the choice. Unlock the magic within. This is the Angels and Ancestors deck, and I feel like that confidence is key. Like, you have the magic. You are creating. You are manifesting. You set those intentions. You chose that path. Believe in your magic to create with the universe. White Witch, be the light. How beautiful is that? My gosh, you've got all this very, you know, with all the supermoons, the full moons, the eclipses, it could also very well be a spiritual energy. Do you stay in this path? Do you go on this path? You know, this is not going to be for everybody. But with the Angels and Ancestors cards coming out, I feel like, you know, this, you could be tapping into, you know, another side of you, a deeper side of you. Trust your instincts. The answers you need are coming, right? You're going to download those. They're coming to you. Trust those. Trust the gut. Let's see if there's one more. You know, we are in the age of Aquarius. You are the star. You are the water bringer. You know, there's so, water bearer. There's so much beautiful Aquarian, you know, energy that we're into now. So beautiful air. Come on, too many cards. Thank you. Thank you. Seer. Wow. See beyond the current situations, right? So this is with these course corrects, the direction, you know, this is all of this that you're looking at here. Expect potential changes, you know, powerful change, excuse me. You know, so when this powerful change comes in, you use your wisdom, you stay in your light, you unlock the magic within, and you see the situation for what it is. You see beyond the minutia, the micro, and you look at the macro from these super moons, these full moons, these energies here that are allowing you to see in a bigger, yeah, look at these moon energies here, in a bigger universal way. It's really what you're doing. You're tapping into this bigger universal energy from the full moon to make any changes that you need to make in your life, to choose for anything that you did set out on, direction that you set yourself upon. Have confidence in that. Know that your answers are coming. The powerful change will be here. And you are the powerful change. Excuse me. So that is some amazing readings there, Aquarius. I'm going to leave it at that. You are the powerful change. Whichever way you choose to go. Use these energies. Exciting. I hope you liked the reading. If you did, please hit that notification bell. Sorry, my voice is going out on the end of this, but I'm going to say this is an extremely powerful energy coming from the cards here. If you have any comments or questions you want to, you know, ask in the community thread, let me know. Obviously, you can reach out to me on my the Moon Supply Company at gmail.com for personal readings if you want to tap into this a little bit more. But overall, I will say that you are coming into a great place of knowing answers for questions that you might have had, success in whichever way this is for you. It could very well be a spiritual healing time, since this is in Cancer. And if you set forth any business intentions or whatever, it's going to be extremely abundant for you. And for those of you who are not in a space of knowing for sure, it's okay to say no, you know. Wow. I just wanted to, you know, just let you know that the feeling that I'm getting from these cards is pretty powerful. As I said, hit the notification bell. That way you'll be notified when I upload more videos. In the meantime, have a blessed full moon and be safe, everyone. I'll talk to you soon.